Hi, Linda here. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking all about printables. I thought it would be good to start sort of with a primer 101 video, just so that we're all starting on the same page. So I'm going to tell you in this video what exactly are digital printables, why you would want to use them, where to find them, and of course, lots and lots of ideas on how you would use these printables in your life. So let's get started. So first I wanted to explain exactly what are digital printables. Basically, digital printables, or printables if you might see it online or hear about people talking about them, are basically digital files of imagery. And those digital files can be JPEG files, like image files, or PDF files, or PNG files. Like there's a variety of formats, but basically it's some type of imagery or paper like worksheet that basically you can download the file to your computer and print at home yourself. That's basically what printables mean. But in terms of what they are, they can really be anything, because it's anything that you can create as a digital file and print out. So first thing that comes to mind maybe are just like imageries that you use in collage, or maybe printable wall art, so you can frame something that you print out and you like. Also cards, maybe these are called journaling cards, that you can use in your art journaling, in collage, or to include in like little gifts. A lot of like lettering that is really popular now, or sort of motivational type quotes and lettering that a lot of people use in their planners, collage sheets, stationery sheets, any kind of like patterned paper that can be used for a variety of paper crafting projects. So basically, instead of buying pretty paper that you see, you're like printing it yourself. All kinds of, posters or artwork in general that basically can be used as decoration for a variety of things. And of course, like greeting cards, these are the ones that I design, and you can print them out basically yourself and trim them and cut them out, so you're making your own stationery basically. And also there are many functional, in terms of like planners, so like printable planner pages or calendars, and all of these I have created myself for my own use. This is my weekly sort of planner spread, and you can actually download all of these for free on my blog. You can just head on over to my blog and sign up for my newsletter to get these. I'll include the links down below. But just wanted to say that printables, there's just this huge variety in terms of what they can be and what you can use them for. Just like sort of making your own imagery, or making your own like paper format something. Like this could have been maybe worksheet, or like a fitness planner, or a log for your eating habits, all kinds of things. So printables are just really useful and really versatile. So I'm sure you're wondering why we would use printables if you can buy all of those various products in shops and stores and things like that around town, right? So one thing that I really like about printables is the fact that they are globally accessible. So anyone, anywhere in the world can buy printables, and they are instantly downloadable through the web, which is a lot more accessible than necessarily sending something through the mail, because it takes a while to get there, and you never know like in what condition it might actually end up. And for perhaps major cities and things like that, it's not a big deal, but for someone who lives maybe in a rural area or different parts of the country around the world, digital printables are truly just more accessible for them. And the other reason is that it's really convenient. Whenever you need something, you have that digital file and you can print as you need. Going along with that, you can also print as many copies as you need, or if you make a mistake or something goes wrong, you can print another copy. It's very versatile for that reason. It also doesn't take up a lot of space. Digital files obviously don't clutter up your room or whatever space your home where you put your supplies. So in a sense, it's actually great for like the minimalistic lifestyle, because you're just going to print what you need, however many you need, and not have extra things always lying around. And really, I think that it's actually quite an affordable option, because most of us have printers anyway, and even the cost of paper and printing ink, printing things out, it's a lot less than you would spend when you perhaps go in and buy like a bunch of materials. I think also because sometimes it's really hard to buy like just one thing. Rather, it always comes in big packs or bulk or something like that. Whereas with printables, you literally can just print that one thing and use that, and that's all. And of course, many people use printables for home decor. So printing your own poster, even going to a professional printer and paying for that print, is going to be less than buying, you know, some type of artwork or something framed, you know, at a shop. So really, printables can be super versatile. And finally, they also can be customizable, and obviously it depends on the printable and what you're using it for, and we will get into that later. But basically, you have a bit more control because you're getting that digital file, and you can manipulate it in many different ways before you actually print it out. So you do have more control than like necessarily a ready-made product. So I'm sure there are many more reasons that printables are super useful and super cool. So leave them down in the comments if you want to add your input. But I definitely think that there are so many good reasons to use printables. So I definitely incorporate them in my sort of everyday crafting and creating. So just wanted to quickly show you here on the computer. Basically, once you have your printable files downloaded, then you might need to unzip them, and then you have the files on your computer that you can open up. And in this case, it's a PDF, but it might be just an image file that you can open up to view on your computer, and just go up to File and Print, and then check on the printer settings to print the digital file that you want to use. So just a little tip about the printer settings. I'm using a regular home office type of printer. It was very inexpensive. And the thing is, every time you buy a printer, they're all going to sort of have different settings and capabilities depending on what type of printer you're buying. Obviously, you should be able to set up like how many copies you're printing, and the size of the paper, portrait, landscape, like those types of settings. But sometimes there might be advanced settings and more capabilities depending on the printer that you have. So definitely take a look at the settings and sort of click around and see what it is you can change, because that can make a difference depending on what type of printables you are printing. For example, when you choose fit in the page sizing and handling section, it means that it's going to fit the printable to your paper size that you have set up. So it might be shrinking it, and that's why sometimes your printables might come out like a slightly different size from what they might have been originally designed to be. It's really up to you. You definitely can size things down, like scale it to 50% if you want it smaller. These are all possibilities. And another thing to consider is that sometimes a printer will enable you to print borderless, meaning there's a setting to choose like print borderless, meaning all the way to the edge of the paper. But that option uses a lot more ink. So if you're concerned about saving ink and you don't mind trimming, I would suggest not doing that. Usually people do that for photos because maybe you don't want like the white border around the photo, but I actually find it to be sort of cute looking, and I don't mind trimming. But just know that you'll be saving a lot of ink if you don't print borderless. And another thing to consider is the quality of the printable. If you set to print at high quality, it is going to look better. And yes, it uses more ink, but you're going to get that better high quality. Whereas if you're just testing something out, maybe you're not sure yet how you want to use it, or you just want to use it like for a test, you can also print things out in
draft quality, or sometimes it's just called like fast or something, and it will sort of give you like a really rough version of it, and you're not wasting that much ink. So definitely dive into your printer settings and take a look through things, and take your time to look through the settings before clicking that print button, to make sure you're getting exactly what you expect. Now I wanted to show you a bit where you can find free printables online. And of course, the best place is just Google. Do a search and you're going to come up with a million sites that are offering totally free printables that you can download and use for your personal purpose. There's also Pinterest, and there are so many different businesses that are offering really high quality free printables. So it's definitely a place to look. I actually have a board myself, and I will put the link below if you want to follow my board of free printables. And I also have a Facebook group called I Heart Printables, where I post link to quality printables all the time. You basically join the group, and you can find us on Facebook by searching I Heart Printables, and I'll include the link below as well, and you'll get all the links there on a regular basis. I also post free printables on my blog on a weekly basis, so definitely go ahead and check that out if you want to try it out totally for free. Something like this stationery set where I design something, I put it together, I put it on my blog, and you can download it for free. There, it's available in A4 size for Europeans or letter size for the US, and you can download it, unzip it, and print away. Of course, there are also paid printables, and I have an Etsy shop where I put all of my printable stationery sets for sale. So if you just do a quick search on shops like Etsy, you will be able to find all kinds of printable wall art, printable stationery, printable greeting cards, invitations, really a lot of different things that you can find.
So I hope you enjoyed today's video all about printables and learned something new. Let me know down in the comments if you already use printables, or if you have any questions at all. I will be happy to answer them. And subscribe to my channel so that you'll get the new videos every week. Moving forward, I'm basically going to share links to free printables that I will be posting on my blog, as well as lots of ideas and process videos of me using various printables. Until next time.